Ugh.
Jay, it's too late to start playing with your hair once we've already clicked
You're right.
once we've already clicked start.
Sorry.
At
Yeah.
that juncture, you just gotta roll with it.
Mm.
I feel your pain. I get it. I also that's why I've been playing with my hair since we got on to the camera. Uh-huh. I don't think I would be able to pull off the bald head look as well as you do,
I
Brian.
don't know about that. I think you could.
I don't think I've got the right head shape for it.
Mm.
I do actually think I have kind of a lumpy head underneath my hair. So it would probably not be like super attractive. Supposedly, like, are you supposed to rotate babies?
What?
I've heard that term where if you let them stay on one side, it'll flatten their head, or let them lay on their back a lot, it'll
Yeah,
flatten the back
like,
of their head.
question withdrawn. This feels like a tangent that is just gonna make me feel weirder the further we explore.
Our baby. How are babies like tires? How are babies like tires?
Mm.
You have to rotate them both, right?
There,
I'm not.
there's actually conditions you'll get. They'll make like little helmets to keep the head
I've
from
seen the
tilting
helmets. Yeah,
straight.
yeah.
Yeah,
I am not kidding though. I have heard like somebody talking about how you have to rotate the baby occasionally or it gets like a weird shaped. Anyways, hello and welcome to Heckhound Gaming's experimental one shot. Don't look in the basement. This is a homebrew one shot that I'm interested in play testing. My name is Niamh, and I will be your keeper for this evening. I will allow the players to introduce themselves and their characters, and then we will get started. We will go alphabetical order with Brian, Cal, and then Jay.
I'm Brian. I will be playing Vincent Jones, a wronged playbook. So Vincent was he had a wife that he convinced to go on a camping trip to just get out of the city, and ended up watching his wife get brutally ripped apart by a monster, and rededicated his life to trying to hunt them down, uh, to probably to his own detriment, but we'll see. Cal.
Hello, my name is Cal, and I'll be playing Ralph Andrews. He is the mundane playbook. He was a thrill seeker, he was an architect, but he also had a thrill side. He wanted, he basically wanted to daredevil go on daredevil acts, and he bit off more than he can chew when he went cave diving and underwater caves and almost had a death experience. Still suffering from that sort of trauma. He now wants a simple life, a simple start. So he's going on a retreat with his friends, on a little road trip, and yeah, he's not going to like what he finds going forward in this session.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Jay, and today I will be playing as Aaron Rhodes, who um, recently, he'd gone back to school to do a PhD in economics. Kind of, I don't know. He just lost it a little bit and devolved into gambling. Not doing anything he's supposed to do. Just not having a very good time of it. And he's recently discovered that the kind of the darker impulses, you may have a kind of a psychic element that he's wondering about. Currently, he works as a software developer, kind of trying not to think about the fact that he spent so long in his PhD program.
When you bring up spending so long on your PhD program, I do feel a little like personally attacked by that.
You,
Um,
you haven't spent as long as I have, so don't feel bad.
that's true, but that's only because you've like you've ceased the effort. You've given up the battle.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is special about tonight's story is that it is particularly minimalistic. I want to see how well we can milk a fairly simple, straightforward premise for terror. As Cal alluded, the players are playing 3 different characters. Be weird if they were playing the same character. I don't know why. I felt the need to add that descriptor.
That would be kind of fun if we all play the same character. I feel like that would be an interesting one shot.
I think I'd quit if you guys were all playing the same character. Do you guys want to start off in the car and see if you can build a rapport within the characters? Or do we want to start off with the walk up to the house? It's up to you guys.
My vote is for getting it moving. So maybe if we start at the walk up to the house. What do you guys think?
I'm agreeable.
Yeah, if nothing happens during the drive, then I think get into the house.
We know Ralph had a hard time. We're here to help.
Okay, so I'm gonna begin at the door then, if that's okay. Well, that's gonna be the point where we start. Cool. All right. So when we first encounter our characters, they are smoothly sailing down a freshly paved highway in a fairly rural area of Colorado. The highway is flanked on both sides by enormous trees that dwarf anyone passing by and make any mere humans feel small and conscious of their frailty. The drive was going well, despite the fact that the 3 friends struggled mightily to make conversation, having not seen one another in a number of years. But fate did not have anything good in store for them. The car stalled out, coming to a rest on the shoulder of this lonely highway. Frustrated and unable to repair the damage themselves, also lacking a cell phone signal, the trio of friends exit the vehicle and begin trudging for the only bright spot on the dark horizon. It appears to be a house. It's only about a quarter of a mile away, but the hike is mostly uphill, so it's already quite physically taxing. As the house comes into view, you get a better sense of it. It's a simple 2-story house, a simple wood edifice like a cabin out of a fairy tale or a horror story. There is a single door with 4 steps leading directly to it, and a vehicle parked right in front of the house. It looks out of place somehow, but it's difficult to say precisely how or why. And the windows on both the front-facing lower and upper floors of the house are aglow in warm yellow light. You have every reason to believe that someone is home. What comes next, gentlemen?
All right. We're here. Shall we knock? Not something I do
Sure,
very
sure.
often. Okay.
Aren't you the talker of the group?
Am I a talker? Have you ever known me to talk?
Man,
Well,
you're the one with the Riz. What are you talking about?
better
All right,
not.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
All right, so Aaron approaches the door. There's a hiss of electricity as you approach, almost like a sizzle. It's very strange, but it's also easy for Aaron to brush off. He approaches, knocks on the solid wooden door, and after a moment, a man answers. He looks out of sorts. His hair is disheveled. He's wearing a white undershirt and a pair of jeans, and it looks as if he's covered in blood. His shoulder is actively bleeding. And you can tell that he's thrown a blanket over himself as if he's attempting to cover up the extent of his injuries.
Oh, hey, thanks for answering. Are you okay? Do you need help?
I'm fine. I had an accident. Cut myself shaving.
Oh,
Can I help you?
yeah. Yeah. We needed some help. I was hoping that you could help us out. Is that okay?
You know, not a good time.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, I think there's another house about half mile up the way.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'd help you if I could.
Oh well, if there's another house that's that close, then okay. I see you're clearly busy. I apologize for bothering you. Okay.
No problem, he says as he kind of waves to Aaron and begins to make his way away from the door. When suddenly, Aaron, you hear what is clearly a cry for help.
Hey,
It's coming from within the house.
is everything? Are you sure everything's okay back there?
Coming, honey, he calls out. Better go and help the missus.
Um, can I investigate a mystery maybe telepathically? I've got the telepathy, so I can kind of try to read his mind a little bit.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to just use this because I don't know where my dice are. Look, 8.
Yeah, we can use the VTT. I know it sucks and there's no dicey
Yeah.
no dicey ASMR for the audience.
I got
But,
one 6-sided. I can roll it twice, I guess.
okay, an 8. So you get one question.
Is he lying about the cry for help? I'd like to know if something's actually in trouble. Oh, you're admitted.
Is your question like what is being concealed here? Or
Yeah,
the,
yes,
the
something like that.
equivalent of it?
Yeah. Mhm.
What is the experience of using this tune-in power? Is it primarily a feeling? Is there a visual component?
There's no visual component. It's all just feelings, guts, gut instinct, kind of. You know.
I think I misunderstood. Were you investigating using tune-in, or were you just using the regular investigative mystery question?
Oh, the telepathy investigative mystery.
Oh, I understand what you've gotten, or what
Yeah.
you've got. You get an image of a door just past what looks like a kitchen. And you have the feeling that there is someone behind there, and that is the source of the cry for help. The man is going to offer you a tight smile and attempt to shut the door.
I am going to like lean in and like, are you sure? Because we really do need some help. Is there any way we could come in just for a few minutes? I won't bother you at all. Use your phone.
No, man. I can't help you, he says.
Okay.
He looks over his shoulder. Something about the move is very unsettling. And then he begins to slowly shut the door.
Yeah, I'm going to back off and let him shut the door. Go back to the other two.
So, how did it go?
Yeah, something's fucked up. Something fucked up is going on over there. I don't know what, but like, did you see him? He was all bloody. I heard somebody crying for help. The guy's creeping me the fuck out. He's hiding something. Like, I realize it's not our problem, right? But it's fucking weird.
So wait, what exactly did you hear? Are you sure it was?
No, it was a cry for help. Somebody's back there, and the guy's fucking bloody. I mean, something's going on. He was creepy. He was weird. Something was up with him. Like, do we need to get to try to, I don't know, do we need to help somebody?
Should we? Maybe we should call the cops first, or
We don't have any cell signal, so we'd have to
Yeah,
run in to find a phone to call the cops with,
yeah,
which is kind of what we need. More tow truck than the
yeah.
cops.
I mean, he did say there was another house like a half mile. He might have been lying. We could just give up and go there, but I feel like we need to do something here because this is. I guess we could go to the other house and call the cops. But if somebody's, in trouble, then maybe we should help.
Could take a look around.
do you know where exactly someone, like where in the house someone
Um,
has needed help?
yeah, it's a little bit ways into the house. I kind of got, well, yeah, it's in the house. I'm sure I can locate it if I get in there. But I mean, if the guy's a psycho killer,
I don't know. Maybe we should just take our chances, and get to the other house, and then we can call. Because if the guy has a gun,
I have a gun. We're even.
I do too. But like, I don't want to take that chance.
Someone might be dead by that point.
yeah, someone, yeah, this guy's a.
Okay. We can try and sneak in.
Let's sneak around the house and see if we see any way in or something. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
See
start
what's
making my way.
see what's
Sorry.
going on here.
Yeah, I'll make my way.
Investigate a mystery. What happened here?
Yeah.
Okay, give us a roll then.
Was it sharp?
It is sharp.
Six. I don't know.
No idea.
You get to ask a question, but something potentially dangerous happens. Something bad happens, with bad broadly construed.
Mm. It's what happened here.
What exactly are you doing as you are investigating this mystery?
Going around the house looking in windows to see if I can spot whoever cried for help that Aaron heard.
Okay. Is he going alone, or is Aaron and Ralph going with him?
I wouldn't want to separate, so I would definitely be tagging along.
Yeah, don't separate.
Okay. So the trio begins to make their way around the house, peeking in through windows in an effort to glean some idea of what occurred in this house. You peek through the living room window first, the one that's brightly lit on the first floor. And you see that there's a multitude of half-empty glasses. It looks as if there was a party here and nobody bothered to pick up any of the dishes. It also doesn't look like anything is moldering or gathering dust. It's not enough information, though. So Vincent continues to creep around the house, creeping around to the back. Around the back, there is a large back porch with a sliding glass door that grants entrance into the dining room. From that window, you're able to see into the kitchen. You're also able to get a clear look at the door to the basement. It looks as if it is held shut with a chair, and somebody has done their best to move a refrigerator in front of the door. You can also see that the man who answered the door, Aaron, is sharpening a large knife. Suddenly, there's a bang, as if somebody has hit the door. And the man turns to look over his shoulders at it. He begins to take careful steps towards it, but something in the window catches his eye. You three. If you want to hide from him, roll your dice to act under pressure, or else be spotted by the man with the large, very sharp knife.
Oh, I am gonna do that. Oh, 3. I'm hiding behind a bush that doesn't cover me. It's just like a tree, just like.
I got a 7. So I'm probably kicking Aaron out from behind the bush I'm hiding behind.
I will remind everyone that you have 1 point of luck to spend during this one shot, and you can gain another if and only if you fill your experience bar. Do we want to blow our experience point load on this?
It's too early.
Nope.
Yeah, too
Right.
early. Yeah.
So the man sees you, and for a second, an expression of rage washes over his face. He stalks towards the back door and throws it open. What are you doing here? Why the fuck are you looking in the windows?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We were curious. We wanted to see if we could see like a phone in there or something, because we were looking at your phone badly. Our car is broke down. We have no cell
right,
signal.
You were clearly too nice to begin with. What the fuck are you doing with something locked in your basement and sharpening a giant knife?
He says, stepping out from behind.
As I pull my gun out and hold it down
Oh,
by my
wow.
side.
Okay.
We heard someone call for help. And then we see you with a giant knife. Come on, man. What's going on?
he holds his hands up, but he keeps, this is my makeup brush, but for pretend it's a
It's
knife.
scary.
Yeah, it's pretty frightening.
He holds it up and he puts his hands up and he's like, it's not what it looks like. Just leave.
Is that
If
blood yours?
yes,
It doesn't look like it's yours.
it's definitely mine.
So what do
Gotta
you have in
know.
the basement that takes a refrigerator to hold it closed?
Look, just go to another house. You guys just need a tow truck. You know what? Here, he's gonna walk to the counter and pick up a cell phone, and he's gonna toss it out, assuming Vincent is not gonna shoot him,
No,
as
Vince is
he
not going to shoot him.
and toss the cell phone. There you go. Call for help. Call a tow truck. Just get the fuck out of here.
Vincent will lean over to Ralph. Go call for a tow truck and the police.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, Ralph. He's definitely calling the police. He's going to like back away. How I'm visualizing this, I assume there's woods like around us, so he's going
Yes.
to go into the woods away from, so he can't hear.
So as Ralph backs away, he realizes that this is also not sensitive enough to get reception.
There's no reception. I can't get a tow truck.
The last message on that phone was from 3.5 hours ago. And it was an incoming message from someone named Diane. It says that someone is ringing the door and it is not the expected guest. From the context of the conversation, you can tell that Diane and the owner of the phone were having a conversation about the dinner party that Diane was hosting. Diane was clearly surprised by a guest that she did not recognize.
Okay, so if what you're doing is completely innocent, I mean, maybe we could help you. I mean, uh, if something's wrong, we can help. We can do something for you. What's going on? Let us help you.
You begin to hear the frantic screaming of a woman coupled with the banging on the basement door. She's screaming, "Help! He's crazy! He's going to kill me! Help! Help! Help!" And he's going to move to slam that damn door shut.
The guy with the gun. What are you
Right.
gonna do?
I'll kick some ass.
Okay, kick some ass. Let's go. Let's go.
8 and 2, 10. So it's a 2 harm 9mm.
Okay, and you get to choose one of the bonuses
I'll
here.
take less damage.
Okay. So you take 1 harm from the knife as he hurls it at you, and he will take 2 harm from that gun as it strikes him in the shoulder, but he does manage to slam the door. He has his weight against it, and you can hear the locks turning.
We have to get in there and like let that lady out. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Can we see if he's still? Can we see his body as barricading up?
Oh, you're muted.
What do you mean? Can you see his body?
Like
You
through a
hear
window.
his. You can kind of see it if you go to the far end of the sliding door, but you can't really get a good look at him. He is moving, though. He's military crawling across the floor. If you want to act, you need to do it fast because next move is his.
Vincent,
Yeah.
you're a better shot than me. Can you shoot the lock off?
That only works in movies. I'll kick the door.
Yeah, kick the door. Yeah.
Since it's a sliding door, that'll just try to break it in.
Okay, so are you trying to break the wooden door or are you trying to break the glass sliding door?
Yeah, the wooden door. Glass
I will.
door's
I'll
okay.
try. I'll help. Yeah.
Okay, so roll to help out first, and then we will have Vincent roll
Okay.
to kick some ass.
10.
Let's say 10. So I get what? Plus 3. So
Oh.
that's 5 and 3. 8.
That is a pretty good roll. Okay. So you got an 8, and what did you get again?
For the help out, I got a 10.
Okay. It doesn't change the difference here in what you rolled. Since you got an 8, it bumps it up to a 9. But you managed to make a dent in the door. He's crawled on his belly to the light switch and flips the light, causing the back house of the back portion of the house to go dark. You now cannot see where he is.
Kick the door again.
Yeah.
Till it's
Yeah.
open.
I guess we'll all help out. Ralph
Oh,
and
they
I.
don't stack. Give me another roll to kick the door again.
7.
Okay. This time the door breaks sufficiently so that you are able to push your way inside the house. It's quiet. The only thing you hear is sort of the steady drumming of hands smacking the door to the basement. Coming from inside, as if the person is attempting to get your attention.
Right. I'm going to put my gun up and pull out a knife. And hey, I'll try to cover y'all. I'll watch for anyone come and get her out.
You hear a trigger cock or a gun cock.
Son of a bitch.
Don't open that door, he says.
Is it Diane? Have you got
Just give
one?
up.
It's not Diane.
You can't
It's
kill
the-
us all.
It's the thing that ate Diane. I don't want to kill you. But what is behind that door is not a person. You have to believe me. It's not human. If you open that door, all of us are going to die.
I know it's scary, but this happens to people. It's a mental illness. It's you. I know what you're going through right now. You just have to bear with us.
No,
You're going to be okay.
don't open the door. From the other side, you hear the woman scream, "He's crazy! He's locked me down here! My name is Diane. Do you have my phone? Help me!"
Who was the other guest that you didn't expect?
Him! He showed up. I tried to hide down here and now he's got me trapped. Help me. And the man says, it's lying. Step away from the door. It's lying. Can't you tell that?
It's time to read a bad situation.
Let's do it. Why don't we let Cal do something? Cal
yeah,
has not rolled once. Let's
We
let
need
Cal have a minute here.
Need some of those good Cal
I-
rolls.
I can roll it. Yeah, my cursed
Mhm.
rolls that I've been trying to avoid. Okay, so this is sharp. That's a good roll for me. Oh, now I've jinxed it. It's going to be bad.
Oh no.
Right?
Oh no, it's a
Oh,
10.
Oh,
no.
nice. 10. That's good.
That's 3 read a bad situation questions. Cal, here you were. You had no faith in yourself. Look at you. All right, ask away.
Okay, I think the biggest one is, what's the biggest threat in this context?
How are you gauging what the biggest threat is? Like, what kind of things are you paying attention to? What does this look like?
Definitely the phone. He's looking at the phone, then at the where the fridge is, and then back at the man, and he's just trying to work out off of these messages and looking at specifically what they type to each other, if it makes sense that he is the one that was cheated. He's trying to gauge that and see what if it's not, to see what is the biggest threat. If he, maybe not a monster, not that far. If something's, if it's not as black as white as
It looks as if the person belonged to, or as if the phone belonged to a woman. At least that's what you can gather based on quickly looking through the photo albums. So this is clearly not the gentleman. You do not see the gentleman's picture anywhere on the phone. But it does seem odd. Think about it. If her story is she was hiding in the basement to stay safe from him, why did he barricade the door? To stop her from getting out.
the second one that I would like to know is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Or is it just
Well, it looks like this gentleman is dying very quickly. He's bleeding out from the gunshot and the wound that he had already sustained. But that's not what draws Ralph's attention. What truly draws Ralph's attention is the fact that the hinges on the basement door are clearly damaged. It looks as if something large had collided with this door from the other side and nearly knocked it off of its hinges. Maybe the door could sustain 1 or 2 more hits, but that door is not going to hold indefinitely. So the danger here is the only person who knows what the hell is going on is about to die, and it looks as if that door could easily be broken down with a few more good hits.
and since I don't think we'll be holding any, um for the last one, what's the best way to protect the victims?
Stop shooting them.
Who is who are you defining as victims? Are you including the dude on the floor?
The dude on the floor. If there's any there won't be a med kit, but
So it looks like whoever attempted to barricade this door did an incomplete job. The fridge is only partially pushed in front of it, perhaps because he was already injured. You could also attempt to somehow repair the screws, but that seems quite dangerous, since it involves getting close to the door. And of course, you need to at least have some idea of what the fuck you're even doing. If that thing gets out, you have no idea how quick it can move, your car doesn't work, and you're not sure you can get to the next house in time.
Okay, for right now, I think we should cooperate. Something doesn't add up, and it's fishy.
Of course, things fishy. What do you mean something fishy? This whole thing is fucking fishy. We're
Check out these messages. If this is Diane, then why would she hide in the basement, and why would he barricade her in? And look at the damage on him. If he had a knife, it just doesn't add up. I think for right now, since we don't have a choice, we should just make sure that we know everything going forward. So I think we should let him talk.
okay. We could let him talk, but I think he's about to kill some poor woman.
Not while we're here. So how about this? We get that fridge pushed better in front of that door because we always can move it back out. Uh, hey, dude, if you're okay with it, I know some first aid. I could try to stop your bleeding.
He's going to fall down and drop the gun. It's clear he's injured quite badly. Do we want to move the fridge first, or do we want to first aid him, or do we want to divide those tasks up?
Ralph,
I'm going to be rushing to. I'll rush to him. I'm not going to worry about the fridge. I want to make sure that no one dies.
I do have DIY surgery.
Yeah. That seems like a thing that Brian could do. You could help out with it, and Ralph could attempt to move the fridge. As you move to position the fridge further in front of the door, the woman calls out, "I'm bleeding too! I need an ambulance! Somebody help me!"
We'll help you. We will get one. Just stay calm.
There are some slaps on the other side of the door. "God damn it! Help me! Please! I'm dying!"
It's not very helpful, Aaron.
No, 6. I'm actively hindering your efforts to stabilize this man.
So you put yourself in harm's way. So I'm wondering what that might mean in this context. Maybe in your zeal to help out, you accidentally end up causing the gun to go off, and maybe friendly fire. Or maybe you are not paying attention, and so you actually slice your own hand up on the knife. I feel like that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I think cutting myself while
What's
trying
your marker
to.
experience?
Oh yeah.
2 harm.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, Vincent.
It's a 10.
Nice.
So that immediately stabilizes, right? And you heal 2 harm. Is
On
that
a
the
10
move?
plus, it's all good and counts as a normal first aid plus stabilize the injury and heal
Nice.
1 harm.
Okay. So he's at 3, but he is stable now. Okay. Are you going to move the refrigerator in front of the door?
You got this, Ralph.
Ralph is, yeah.
Give me a tough roll.
A tough roll. Am I good
Be
at that?
tough. Well, then maybe you shouldn't be trying to move a big ass refrigerator, dude.
I mean,
by yourself.
I'm pretty tough. That's unusual.
You have your luck. Remember, all of you have the single luck point.
True.
Oh, well, it didn't really. Yeah, I'll spend my luck. This seems important.
Okay. So Ralph pushes and pushes and heaves the refrigerator forward. He tries to do one of those maneuvers where you walk it, but that doesn't seem to work because it's so unwieldy. But then inadvertently, he happens to find a slick spot, which creates a little bit of lubrication to slide the item more readily in front of the door. It's only afterwards that he realizes that that is, in fact, blood. So blood literally greased the wheels for you.
Do mundanes have a luck special?
I think they do. Yes. You'll find something weird, maybe even useful. As you are moving the fridge, you take a step back and you realize it is a second phone. This one is pretty banged up. The screen is cracked, but it does appear to turn on when you touch it.
I'll if I can.
Okay, this one has a passcode. So somebody needs to succeed at a sharp roll in order to undo the passcode.
Can you get in the phone? You could call police or something.
I need to get past the passcode.
Okay, that's how are you going to do that? I mean, maybe it's like 4 digits. Like you can try everything. Maybe something will.
I can try.
If you fail it, the phone will lock out.
Yes. So who feels sharp enough for this?
Right.
If Ralph tries it, he's not able to spend a luck point.
I'll go ahead and try it.
Okay, give me the sharp roll.
All right, I'll give you a sharp roll.
How? Oh, no, me.
Oh, 8. Using my powers of mental powers, I was able to do something anyway.
It is a mixed success, so let's treat it as such. What might be a hard choice or a price to pay here?
Maybe the phone's almost dead and he only can look at one thing before it dies.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Why don't you roll 1d6?
Do that physically. 5.
Oh, okay. So you can read exactly 5 back and forths before this phone is going to die.
Okay.
The most recent one is a series of question marks, and that one was received to this phone in response to a text message that says that a woman is at the door. It doesn't look like Shannon. The next message after that is a question about, is a sent message. So a message sent from the phone in answer to the previous message, which is, how are you talking? Or how are you texting? And the sender replies that they know the secret. There's one corner of the upstairs bedroom that gets a Wi-Fi signal. And then the message immediately before that is a question about when dinner is supposed to start. Dinner was supposed to start about an hour ago.
Or go like from the time we are currently, or from the perspective of the phone message person?
From the time you are currently.
Okay.
So all of these people ought to have been here, and they were supposed to have been eating dinner.
Okay.
Were there like a bunch of cars outside?
There is the one car, but it seems to have been, remember, you saw it on your way in. It seemed as if it was parked in haste. But you weren't able to determine precisely what was up with that vehicle.
I think it says there's a place upstairs where we can get a signal. Maybe one of us should go up and see if we can go to the bedroom and like actually use the other guy, the phone he threw out, and see, or one of ours. I guess that makes sense.
So first, let's turn the lights back on in here so we can see, right? Hey, Aaron, grab that dude's gun, just so you have a gun, right?
Okay.
And let's get the knife away from him so he doesn't hurt himself. Do we
I'll
want
grab the
to?
gun.
I think we want to keep an eye on this door. So I'll stay and keep an eye on the door. I'll fire off a shot if anything starts breaking out.
I could go upstairs then.
Yeah.
You hear the man whisper, "Don't bring anyone else here. Don't."
What happened to all the people? There was a party here, wasn't there? Where did they all go?
Well, he said that thing ate him.
It was only like
Assuming
one
just-
car. Like where did they flee?
No, they didn't flee.
Maybe they carpooled.
Hmm.
They didn't have an opportunity to flee. If you call the cops, they're going to let her out. And then it's going to eat all of us.
What the hell were you doing sharpening a knife for? Who's going to just eat you?
I'm going to kill it.
Don't you think it's more likely for 5 people or 10 people to kill it than one that's hurt?
I don't know. What else did you want me to do?
You got to look at this from our perspective. You've got a woman locked in the basement. You got a knife. There's blood
It's
everywhere.
not a woman.
Well, yeah, but we don't know that. I mean, you got to give us something else, or we're going to call the cops.
Has she went quiet? The woman?
No, she's been appealing for help, but her pleas for help are growing ever more frantic and desperate. Please, I really need your help. Please. Somebody, please open the door. And then when she hears the prospect of calling the police, she's like, yes, call the police. He's lying. Call the police. Call an ambulance. I need help.
You know what? Maybe we just open open it up and let her out. We'll keep a gun trained on her, okay?
Dude, why the
And
fuck would we do that without cops here when we can have cops here? Are you crazy?
Maybe. I have 4 impulse control. It's on my character sheet. So,
That is honestly like a fair response. Like, why the fuck would we do that? Vincent is everyone.
You watch way too many horror movies. Let's hide behind these chainsaws. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. First thing, get a tow truck on the way.
So we
All right.
have that location that we can call, but I don't know what to do, guys.
Well, we can't. But I don't believe monsters. What the fuck? There's a.
I know, but it just this doesn't add up. If there was a party here, then they had to go somewhere.
I
Well, I
hate to
mean,
be the burster bubbles, but monsters could be real.
monsters
Keep
could
that
be
in mind.
real, but if it's a monster taking the guise of a woman, what are we signing up for? Killing a woman just because it might be a monster? I mean, I I can't do that unless we have
Why
proof
don't
it's a monster.
Well, look around, investigate. We got a whole house to look through. If there's a monster here that's been eating people, there's probably some evidence,
Right?
like
The
that blood on the floor.
Vincent, I'm not handy. The hinges on the door, they're damaged. Can you try and fix them at least for now, just in case to reinforce the door?
That's what the fridge is doing. I don't have any tools. We look for some tools. Uh, look at those hinges. There's not much you can do. That door will break out. Uh, and that ain't no small woman behind that door if it's done that damage to those hinges.
Maybe it's a large woman.
Maybe. So basements are downstairs, right? So coming up the stairs and hitting a door, you don't have gravity on your side. So that's done by somebody strong.
That's a pretty good point.
You want to kill her then? Like you want to shoot
didn't
her?
say that. What the? That's like way down the road and steps. Look around the house, see what happened.
Okay. Okay.
Investigate a mystery.
Okay. I'll investigate a mystery. See if I can look around. See if the blood splatter or something seems obvious. Like from what might have happened.
If she was eating people, there might be body parts, hair.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Guess I'll go ahead and roll.
Go ahead. Let's investigate a mystery.
4.
So you
Forgot
get
to turn the lights on. Oh.
You get to ask one question, but something bad happens.
I would like to know off the list here. What sort of creature is it?
How are we going to answer that? I honestly don't know if there is enough information here to
There might not
be
be.
able to answer that. But tell me what specifically you're looking for.
I guess looking for any evidence of like eaten bodies or just like ruins on the floor or destruction that could only be wrought by like somebody who has massive strength. Just anything that looks out of place, what damages there are.
That doesn't feel like a what kind of creature it is. That feels more like a what happened here
Yeah.
than a what
Yeah.
kind of creature it is.
Okay, we can go with what happened here. Maybe that could be elucidative.
First of all, there are no bodies here. There is some trace amounts of blood, but not nearly the amount of blood that you would expect if there was a lot of chewing or biting or clawing. It's clear that there is evidence of a struggle, though. Plants have been overturned. It looks as if somebody had attempted to run from the living room up the stairs and had accidentally upended the umbrella rack and a plant. It also looks as if somebody attempted to strike someone with a chair because the piece of furniture is shattered into bits. But there is a curious absence of gore and human bodies. So draw whatever conclusions you will from those answers.
I guess I'm going to turn to the man if he's in a shape to answer and be like if there's a monster, like where's
The
where are the
lights
bodies?
go out.
What happened to the bodies? What happened to the gore, the viscera that I would expect from something like that?
I told you. She ate them.
Entirely? Like Kirby?
That's the monster, Kirby.
That's the monster. It's Kirby.
Kirby would be fucking frightening if Kirby
Mhm.
were a monster.
Yes, I agree.
He's gonna say, "Are you fucking stupid?" No, not like fucking Kirby. He asks as he tries to stand up. We need to get those lights on. We need something for light.
Yeah. Why did the lights go out? Anybody?
Where the fuck is the fuse box? He asks.
Yeah. Probably in the basement. What do you think? There goes our Wi-Fi.
Wait, does that mean that
That means she doesn't want us calling the police.
So it is so upstairs was it actually a Wi-Fi signal, or was it a cell signal that you get if you're in a certain place? Because if it's a Wi-Fi signal, we'd be screwed.
It was a cell signal that you
Okay.
get when you are in a certain place. So you
Gotcha,
have
okay.
you have the ability to make a phone call. You've got bars basically, but not data.
Gotcha. Okay.
The house goes silent, waiting for the group's next move.
I mean, if we participate in this, like there's going to be disappearances. They're going to know we've been here. We kill somebody, even if it's a monster. We'll be in prison. I mean, for life. Like we have no choice here. We have to call the police.
Call the police. Yeah.
did
Go upstairs, Ralph. Go upstairs and call the police, please. Do it for me.
I assume Aaron shared those other messages that he got, or no? Because it was low battery, so only he seen them. But would they have told Vincent and Ralph about them?
Well, basically, all I said was that there's a place upstairs where you can get a cell signal. That's all I've said. I mean, yeah.
Are you not going to tell them that whoever sent that message said there was a woman at the door?
I don't think it would have occurred to him that it was interesting because there was a dinner party, and yeah, there might be a woman coming to the door. I mean, okay.
But he explicitly said it wasn't Shannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
ask him, then he'll tell you. I mean, yeah, but
We don't have to metagame
yeah.
at this juncture. So there is a choice before the group. The man who said it's a monster is telling you not to call the cops. The cops are going to move that refrigerator and it is going to eat all of you. However, it's natural for there to be some hesitation. What do we say to the decision to call the cops or not to call the cops? Let's start with Ralph. Is it yay or nay?
Nay.
Vincent, yay or nay?
Yay.
And then how about Ralph? Or not Ralph, Aaron.
Aaron is a yay on calling the cops.
Cal, if you want to stop them, you can manipulate one of them onto your side. Who do you feel like is the easier mark?
Yeah, probably Aaron.
Okay, alternately, you guys can attempt, if Cal fails to manipulate Aaron or Jay just doesn't want to take the bait, then we can attempt to counter manipulate Ralph. But roll to manipulate a person, Ralph, and tell us what you're saying to make the case.
So what Ralph says is he's just going to say, let me try something. That's all I ask. Just give me 5 minutes before we call the police, or 10 minutes. We've got time on our side. There's no reason why we need to rush into things. We've got time. I think we should at least wait and make sure that we're clear headed, because if what he says is at least a little bit true, we'll be putting a lot more. Let's see how that gets with charm.
Good luck. Oh.
12.
I think that Aaron's kind of propensity for self-preservation here is making him kind of consider your words, right? So it's like, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe we just need a few more minutes. Shit. What do you want to do then?
Jay, mark experience for doing what Cal manipulated you to do.
No.
So, what Ralph is going to do, and this is a little bit unpractical, but since he's manipulated a person, he has that charisma. He's going to go closer to the fridge, and he's going to say, "Shannon, are you still okay?"
I'm not Shannon. Are you going to call the ambulance?
Yes, we're going to do that.
I need help. I think I'm passing out. I'm getting cold. All the lights went out. If you help me, we can turn them back on. I don't think I'd make it back up the stairs if I went down them.
That's totally understandable. We're going to get the cops called soon. Just hang in there. And Ralph, he like sighs a little bit because he tried to trip her up with the name thing, but she didn't fall for it. So he looks to the others, looks to the guy, and he's just going to ask the dude on the floor, "What do you think we should do? You said you wanted to kill it. How are you going to do that?"
He shakes his head vigorously back and forth. I don't know. I found it, my wife and my friends and I found it on the road. It looked like a woman and it asked for help. And we let it into the car. And then all hell broke loose. It eats you like a snake.
Isn't that not quite slow?
It's slower than, I don't know, having your head bitten off. But it just gulps you up.
Well, if we did call the police, we could tell them she's threatening us, has a weapon. They'll bring the SWAT team. I mean, they'll have it trained on the door. They'll do as much damage as we can do to it.
All right. The voice calls out, "Are you guys going to let me out of the basement? Is anybody going to help me?"
We're going to call the cops.
Hurry.
Okay, so what are you going to do? Are you going to call the cops? Or
Your failure to call the cops results in the door receiving a hard bang. The thud hits about 2/3 of the way up the door, colliding with it, and you hear the sound of screws clattering to the linoleum in the kitchen.
I'm going to back up.
You have one more hit, maybe, and then it needs to get to the refrigerator. What comes next? We cannot debate what we want to do for eternity.
Screw the fucking cops. Call a tow truck. We'll go back to the car. This is too much for me.
We don't have time for that now.
We should
Get
burn the
ready for a
house down.
fight.
We should burn
What
the
was that,
house
Cal?
down. We should burn
Burn the house down? We don't even know if it's a monster yet.
Dude, what hit that door? Unless there's like a linebacker from a pro football team back there.
Hey, fine. Do what you want. I'm going back to the car. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to kill somebody. You call the tow truck, I'll be
Bam!
there.
The rest of the screws clatter to the ground, and you hear the sound of the fridge skittering slightly. One more hit, and the thing is going to be out unless IDK, some people rush in front of it and push it back in an effort to stop the thing from breaking through. I don't know. I'm just
Right.
spitballing here. Crazy thoughts. Maybe not let it out of the basement, you know?
Clearly, Aaron's running away in terror. I'll move up and start pushing back on the fridge.
Ralph will help. Will help out.
I mean, yeah, if it's imminent, I'll help out as well.
Somebody stab or shoot at this damn thing. This is not some defenseless woman that's about to pass out from bleeding. The fuck?
That is true. She did say that.
Okay, well, I'll just have my gun trained then. I got the gun from the guy from his gun, so I'll keep it trained at the door, being really frightened out of my mind right now. Like, fuck.
All right. Roll your tough, all three of you. Let's see how good you do. Before we roll, we need a cumulative score of toughness to stop this thing from breaking through on the next hit. We need at least a cumulative score of 28.
That's not happening. Let's try.
Well, two people have luck.
That's true. I will.
So it's a 9. That's a good roll.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So we
Got to
need
get a 10 though.
Oh no, 10.
I got 7 total.
So that's
Come
a
on,
total
Cal.
of 16.
Need 12. Someone's gonna need burn luck. Still got to roll decent.
I can burn a luck. If that's it, will bring us there. So if I get a 12 from a 9, is that enough?
What did you get, Cal? I don't see it showing up.
I got an 8.
Okay, Ralph got an 8.
I got 7.
Okay, so 16 plus 8 is not
we need 4
enough.
more.
We need 4 more, which means both of you need to blow your luck
I
right
can
now.
I can blow
Okay.
my luck, and that'll get us there.
Oh yeah. Okay. You want to do both?
I will say at this point, it's inevitable. The holding this door back right now means that it buys you enough time for somebody to have an amazing brainstorm and maybe generate a plan to fight it, because you cannot, maybe you could hold it back for another round. But at this point, it is inevitable. At some point, it's coming out, and we need a plan to fight it. So do we want to blow our luck, or do we just want to let the inevitable happen?
I vote inevitable.
Inevitable, yeah.
I'd rather use that luck to try to fight it.
Okay. So the next collision is hard. Whatever it is that is down there, it is big and it is strong, and it is most definitely not a woman. The wood of the door splinters, and it strikes the fridge with such force that it slides halfway across the kitchen, knocking the party to the floor. They turn to face the gaping hole leading to the basement, and they see a hand emerge, but it's placed on the ground, followed by a second hand, and then a pale face. The skin appears to be loosely floating over something far more terrible. The eyes are a pale yellow, and as the creature moves towards you, using its hands, but still moving with inexplicable speed, the skin jostles and slides over the face, exposing what looks like rough, dark scales beneath. It's coming directly for the three of you, and you hear it hiss your names in its abominable voice. Aaron.
I am going. I guess I'm on the floor, right? So I'm like, I've been pushed away by the fridge. I'm on the floor.
All three of you are on the floor.
Okay.
Act under pressure to hold on to the gun.
Okay. 10.
Is that all of us?
That'll about do it. You manage to hang on to the gun. What do
Okay.
we want to do?
Kick some ass.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna start firing at it. From the floor, screaming.
Okay. Kick some ass then, y'all. Whoever's kicking some ass, let's go.
10.
Nice.
Could have been worse.
So you can choose an additional, let me adjudicate Jay first. You can choose an additional effect with a 10 plus. You can choose to suffer less harm. You can choose to inflict more harm. You know what the options are.
Yeah, I'm already. Yeah, I'm already at 2 harm, so I'm going to try to reduce my harm if possible. It'll make me unstable anyway, probably, but
Okay. You fire the gun, and the disturbing, eerie silence of the Colorado wilderness is shadowed by the sounds of those gunshots. You clearly strike it, but something darts out from its mouth. It's like a spear or a proboscis of some sort. You've seen these features in some insects. And it pierces your flesh. Take 3 harm.
ooh.
It rips through the fabric of your clothing, penetrating the soft tissue of your thigh and almost nicking an artery, or in fact, it does nick an artery. You are now unstable and bleeding out, and the
Yeah.
wound also sears with pain, as if there is some kind of venom that coats the barb. All right, let's adjudicate the next roll, which I believe is Vincent.
Vincent does a little quick hop up on the floor, pulling out his enchanted dagger, and will kick some ass with it, hoping that the magic imbued in this dagger might be effective on this thing. And he will spend a luck point.
Okay.
Let's see, rolled a 7 or 6. And he will inflict additional harm. So it'd be 3.
Okay.
Let's see.
As you pounce on the creature, you notice that this skin it's not attached to it. The thing is inside of a human skin. The skin is hollow, like a covering or a husk. And something from inside the body slashes at you. You will take 2 harm from whatever slashes. It's like the whip of a tail.
Does my protective wear that gives me 1 armor do anything with that?
Yes, it changes it to 1 harm as
Okay.
it strikes you.
Cool. There goes my luck.
Ralph, how you feeling? How you doing, buddy?
Your friend is dying, for what it's worth, but you gotta take care of yourself.
You are losing feeling in the leg.
Okay. I want to take the phone and start trying to crawl upstairs, slowly, probably. But that I want to get out of here.
Okay, go ahead, Ralph. What do you want to do?
I feel so, but it fits this character really well. This character's going to book it. There's a house down there that he can get to.
Nice. You can do this. That's not your character. That is you. You are the coward.
Why the hell did I come with you guys anywhere?
I mean, I think it's because I'm literally dying.
I'm sorry. Crawl up those stairs. He's lost all hope.
All right, well, Aaron hasn't actually started crawling up those fucking stairs yet. Aaron is military crawling on his goddamn belly, dragging his increasingly numb leg behind him, and you need to act under pressure or you're going to get tongued, my friend. And I believe we are out of luck. We are doomed now at this juncture.
Is Jay?
I still have luck. I still have a luck, technically. Yeah. Felt like it was good as it to me now, but I haven't.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you really
god.
did. Running.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Ralph fucking books it. Like, I don't even think he waits to see what happens to Vincent. He watches the thing eject the strange insectoid barb from its mouth. And he's like, all right, I'm done. Bye. Nice to know you. And books it for the door.
If I see this, I'm going to fire in his direction. So fuck you.
Right? Start bargaining with this thing that, hey, let's go hunt down them. Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we never liked him. We could just go and fucking eat him, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody fucking likes this guy. Let's go and, you know, he's probably delicious.
We came on this trip for him. This is to help him.
Yes.
Excellent. I love it. Do you really want to shoot at him as your military
No.
drawing?
No,
Oh.
no, not really.
Fucking cowards. I swear to God. Shoot him right in the ass like his Siren's character.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So Ralph runs, leaping over the injured man and running for the front door. Next round of combat. The thing pulling itself on its arms is after you, Aaron. It continues to call out to you as it moves. Again, it is inexplicably quick. It gets 2 actions for every one of y'all's. Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron, it calls.
If it's coming for me and I have the opportunity, I guess I'm dead anyway. I'm just going to fire at it.
All right, kick some ass, my friend. It's close range.
I'm going to go ahead and use my luck.
Okay.
Shouldn't you always roll first to see if you get like a really good roll?
What am I going to use my luck for? I'm literally dead here. This is going to kill me.
My defeatist group.
Okay. So you're not even gonna fucking bother to roll. You're just like, oh, luck,
No.
I'm done.
I'm using my luck. Yep.
I'm out,
That's it.
bruh.
Yeah.
Gotta go. So the barb shoots out once again. The creature, covered in blood, has pulled the skin away from its face underneath. And its jaw slides open. The barb has pierced center mass this time, and as it retracts, it begins to pull you into its open jaw. As it consumes you, though, your body is compacted. You feel it crush and smash you as you move down its gullet. It's as if you are being eaten by some kind of compactor, constricted from within the creature. Vincent?
Vincent yells out, "You goddamn coward," and looks at Aaron getting eaten, goes, "Not a fucking again," and just fucking jumps on its back and gives it his best attempt at a stab.
All right.
Trying to hit the thing. Since it's moved the head back and exposed more of itself, he's really hoping to get more of it and less of its little husk of a body. 9.
Okay.
Unless it's my prey. I get +1 on prey.
Was your wife eaten by an anomalous insect reptile hybrid?
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
Part, so
I mean, they're so
Probably not.
common, right?
Yeah,
What is their range?
invasive species come. They're everywhere now.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but that means that as you leap on it, you do your attack, which I believe you said was 2.
2, correct. 2 harm.
Okay. The creature feels as if it's made of chitin. As you leap on its back, you realize there's a viscous substance that keeps the skin adhered to it. But beneath it is the hard exoskeleton that is very much like an insect. So you bring the dagger down and do your best to plunge it into a soft space on the creature. But as you do so, it rears up and kind of tosses you. And in the process, you are going to take 2 harm.
All right, I'm unstable.
Act under pressure to see if you can hold on to your dagger.
No.
The dagger
3.
is wedged into the creature. As Vincent is bleeding out, the creature is going to finish pulling poor Aaron into its maw. You feel the crush and the compaction of its gullet grinding you down bit by bit as you're pulled through its razor sharp interior. And then there's a brief blissful spurt of DMT as you die, and then there's nothing.
I assume that was screaming the entire time. I just, yeah, okay.
All right. Act under pressure again, Ralph. I'm going to see how far you get from this house because you know this thing is coming after you.
That's not bad.
Okay. It is not bad. I'm going to give you a total of 28 in order to succeed. So, Brian, what are we currently at? Maybe I'll increase it. You have to at least get a success. What is 13 plus 9, Brian?
What am I rolling?
No, I'm trying. It's 22, right? 13 plus 9 is 22.
It's 22, correct.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure. Okay, so you need to at least succeed. You need to get at least a 7 on your next roll. So next time I tell you to roll, you need to get 7 or better in order to escape and get out of the thing's range. Okay. All right, Vincent. It has eaten your friend, and it has now turned its eyes towards you. You feel your life exiting you quickly in warm spurts. Do you want to continue to fight?
Yeah, I don't think I can get away from it. I'm going to try to take it with me or at least slow it down.
How do we want to do it?
Pull out my 9mm and take some shots. Or, well, probably just one shot, but
All right, kick some ass.
I still have hope.
All right, I like it. I also would not give up. Damn it.
Might be losing this hope depending on well, 8, 9, 10.
All right, so you can choose an effect. Either do extra harm, take little harm.
Extra harm.
Okay. So that
As
does
much as
3
possible.
to it, right?
Yep.
The bullet strikes the creature on its face, destroying the rest of the skin mask, exposing the shiny dark scales beneath. It does appear to briefly recoil in pain, but out comes that barb, jamming into you. It hits you in the gut based on your current level of injury and begins to pull you back. You feel the same horrible crushing that reduced Jay or reduced Aaron into nothingness. The injured man who you saved with DIY surgery stands up to his feet. He is going to attempt to pull you away from the creature. Do you want to help him out?
Yes.
All right.
Is that a cool roll? Yes.
Yes, I'm going to roll for him on his behalf. He has a +2. Yeah,
There's a good roll. He doesn't need
that's
my help.
that's 14. He does not. So he manages to rip you away from the monster. He looks at you. You can already begin to feel the paralytic toxins taking effect. However, you are only at 7 harm, I believe. You still have 1 level left. And he's going to tell you to run. To get away, he's going to fight it. Go, just go. Run while you can.
That took my only true friend, Aaron. I'm not letting it get away with it. And I'm going to shoot.
Okay. He's going to run if you aren't. Okay. Ralph, what is your playbook? The Coward? Is that what your playbook is? Can you give me another act under pressure roll to see if you're able to get away?
I was looking at my moves. Does the move panic button help in this situation?
Go ahead and share it to the chat.
So it says when you need to escape. I guess this should have been used before, but when you need to escape, name the route you'll try. Oh no, that's just a different move. Never mind. I'll roll.
Okay, let's do it. Come on. You need to succeed, and you have no luck left.
Okay, fingers crossed. I don't know why, but okay.
Bastard. Bastard. On the dot.
Okay. So if you shot, go ahead and roll what is almost certainly going to be your very last kick some ass before Vincent is devoured.
Fail. Got a 5. So I get an experience point before I die.
Oh, nice. To level up, you get a luck point.
No.
So as Vincent's life is ebbing, flowing out of him in warm crimson rivulets, he raises the gun with an unsteady hand and takes aim at the creature. He does his best to squeeze the trigger, but his strength fails him. With the cold callousness of a cold-blooded species, the thing resumes its efforts to devour him until Vincent is no more, joining Aaron amongst the ranks of the dead. Ralph is still running through the woods when he sees the road in sight. The headlights of a car are coming in your direction quickly.
Jump
You need.
out.
Oh no, go ahead.
Just jump out and wave my.
It becomes clear that merely waving your arms isn't going to do the trick. You need to be more aggressive by doing something like leaping out in front of the car.
Yeah, we'll do that. Walk in front and just like stop.
Okay. So the car is not going to run you over. It does slow down. Inside this pickup truck is a burly looking man who looks at you in your unkempt state incredulously. What do you want? He asks.
I need some help. I need you to drive me, please. There's a someone's killing people in the woods. Could you call the cops?
That is the weirdest thing to say to a person, right? Like, somebody's killing people in the woods, call the cops. Don't you want to get in the car? Isn't that the idea? Because you know there's no cell service.
Yeah, I guess I could try and manipulate if I say, can you give me a ride?
Um, yeah, you need to actually provide a compelling reason for him to help, but go ahead and roll.
I'll think about it as a roll. Let's see what the roll is, and then if it's a bad roll, I can just fumble it. That's a 5, so no.
Hmm. Cal's luck returns. The guy yells, "Get away from my truck!" Rolls his window up and continues down the road, leaving you in his rear view mirror.
Continue. Continue. I don't. We don't know if the guy was lying about another house, but I guess the only chance is to continue to run.
Okay. Ralph starts jogging up the shoulder of the road, but he already ran quite a ways, and he's no athlete. He's beginning to slow down as one does. You soon notice that there is a figure on the road behind you. It looks like a woman walking along the shoulder of the road and coming in. Her movements are strange and odd, as if walking in this manner is something of a struggle.
How far is she from Ralph, relatively?
Um, I'll say about a block away. So small in your vision, but moving quickly and headed towards you.
Ralph's going to take out his gun and, being the coward that he is, not even checking to see if this woman is the actual creature or not, he's going to fire. He's so stressed and he's in shock. He thinks that maybe this woman is actually the creature, but he's going to take that risk and just shoot.
Cal or Ralph fires his final bullets into this creature. Um, at this distance, it's out of range for the weapon that you're carrying. So you do not hit. Those bullets were spent in vain, and the creature is moving towards you quickly. What do you want to do? There is another vehicle coming. Think fast.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get the other vehicle's attention. Jump in front of the car again as a final last resort.
Give me one more act under pressure roll.
And this this is so bad, but the thought process is, if this guy stops, I'm going to Ralph is going to try and just haul him out the car.
Okay, go ahead and
Feed another victim to your insect
Oh
overlord.
my god! Seriously.
Okay, so act under pressure.
go
Oh,
go for it.
okay, it's a 6. Yeah, my luck is returned. How? I mean, that gets me a luck point, but I don't know that.
Well, since you failed to act under pressure and jump in front of this vehicle at the right time, I'm going to give you a choice. Either you are going to get hit by this vehicle and it's going to be a hit and run, in which case the end will come pretty quickly after that, or the car drives past you and you are left with the woman. This is Cal's choice, not Ralph's choice.
Yeah.
Hit the car. It's easier.
I mean,
Quick,
yes,
clean death.
I feel like if this was Ralph Corsi, he'd be too much of a coward to do that, so he would have not. But I think my choice, I would. If I was in that situation, I would prefer an easy death. So let's do it. Jump in front of the car.
So Cal, or Ralph rather, miscalculates the speed of the vehicle. He's doing his best to watch the creature that's carefully gaining speed on him, and also watch and measure the acceleration of the next vehicle coming up the road. And he misses it by just a few hairs, hurling himself into the vehicle's path. The driver does not see him and collides with Ralph. It rolls over him and he is left splayed out on the pavement. The creature continues to advance. However, given your choice, Ralph is already largely gone by the time it reaches you and claims its last meal. The strange house will be in the news for some time in the future. The newspapers report it as some kind of highway killer, striking isolated homes, burying the bodies in some unreachable remote location, a place where few humans would ever tread, and then moving on to the next location. The bizarre, anomalous creature that the trio encountered that night is never identified nor caught. It moves on up the road, searching for the next easy dinner. And that brings us to the end of this experimental Monster of the Week story. Well done, gentlemen.
So-
Congratulations for all dying. That was
Yeah.
So like for just like, oh hi guys.
you're in hell, Ralph. Spoiler alert, you're in hell. I didn't mention that. And Ralph goes to hell. There wasn't a hell before, but
Now there is.
a hell was metaphysically generated
Created.
specifically for Ralph.
I'm still thinking Ralph is working with these creatures. He sabotaged the car, got us to the house, convinced us not to call the police, and then
Yeah.
ran away instantly, leaving behind the sacrifice.
That
And at the end, he
Yes.
jumped in front of a car to sacrifice himself to get another person out for it to eat.
Yeah, it was a TPK. I am going to end the stream now for our YouTube audience, but we can hang around and talk about how much we loved my homebrew one shot, my homebrew minimalist monster of the week one shot that resulted in a TPK. So say goodnight to our YouTube audience.
Bye.
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 See you later. Thank you for hanging out with us. We will see you next time. Have a good night.